Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. Listen, I'm just gonna start off right out of the gate swinging. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if there's gonna be an episode tomorrow, we'll play it by ear, but it is what it is. The eyebrow old god may get me yet. 100% Doom may or may not be encroaching. The Toshiaki Endless Run is, in real life, is almost over. Or at least I think that's how the analogy goes. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna play Ayaka because it feels like a real Doom Eternal rip and tear day. Gonna be honest. That's kinda how it feels. That kinda how it do be feeling sometimes, though. Ill-fated, though? I don't think so, sir. Let's go Hunted by the Cult. Or actually, let's make it a little harder on ourselves. Brittle Bones. But anyways, we've been spending summers in casts, can't relate. We'll do a Cult Capital of Japan. I think Timeline B is just generally more fun. Ayaka with all perks? Nah. I'm looking for an easy win. I'm looking for an easy dub here. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Elden Ring looms closer, and what I'm kind of gonna do, I talked about this with Joey a little bit, but I don't think it was on stream or on video, so it doesn't count. But basically, like, okay, I love the Soulsborne games, and I love giving them enough space to where I'm always gonna be consistently bad at them, right? Like, cause here's the thing. Like, if I play Dark Souls 3 for, like, 400 hours, I'm gonna get good at it again, and then it's like, oh, great, I'm good at it now, what else, what am I gonna do? Like, I beat the boss. How lame. Right, like, I gave Sekiro enough time, apart from, like, Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, that I sucked at Sekiro, and I had to get good again. Right, you gotta let the skills atrophy, so you can actually experience the getting crushed into the ground again and again and again. And, like, listen, I don't know anything about Elden Ring, and you wanna know what grinds my gears a little bit? It's been a bad week. So Webb's unhinged, he's crazy, he's wild, he's strength, second enemy, virtual reality light source, charisma, dexterity, and possibly second, mystery as well. But just worry about your left side and your bottom right. Remember your second enemy and you'll be okay. A lack of knowledge here, but a accompanying light source check with a absence of knowledge is a little disturbing, let's be honest here, but that's okay. I'll tell you right. I'll tell you right? That doesn't sound like a sentence that exists, but I'll tell you what's on my mind, alright? So, I'm gonna Alt-Tab here. I just knocked a freaking paperclip away into the abyss. Gone, scattered like ashes. But if you go to, like, I was booting up Steam here, right? And you go to, like, Elden Ring, right? Well, you don't even go to Elden Ring. You just go to your home page, because they have advertisements on your home page. And it's like, movie emoji, a look into the history of Elden Ring's lands between the Age of Gods, don't care, didn't ask, plus the game's not out yet. And then, the next one is, much has changed in the lands between since the days of your blah blah blah. Like, I care about the story, and I'm gonna be very interested in it when I eventually play the game. But I just hate this, like, it's not really an obsession, it's just sort of this thing where it's like, you have to, and I understand the irony, we're playing a game in early access that hasn't officially released yet. Okay, I understand the irony in the situation. But I hate this sort of requirement, this obsession with, like, making a game that hasn't come out yet, like, the hot thing, so that everybody's already experienced it before it's even came out, right? Like, I am so glad that I dodged, like, all of the Endwalker media tours and events, because I'm not gonna say anything, obviously, because I would never spoil Endwalker, but, like, going back and watching some of the promotional material and reading some of the articles that they released, like, they show screenshots from an area that I didn't even know freaking existed, and until I got there, of course. And, like, I don't want to see that stuff before I've even, like, booted up the freaking game, right? Like, it's so crazy. Like, showing screenshots from, like, the end game or whatever, showing some of the plot twists or whatever, because it's like, you know, it's an MMO, so they gotta be transparent with everything that they put in the expansion pack so that people know that it's worth it to upgrade. But I don't know, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. I think that, it's just so weird, right? I don't even know if we already saw Moriko. We're gonna look again. Just as a treat, we're gonna watch the TV again. There we go. Like, it's so weird, dude. Like, this is my soapbox. It was made for me. We'll do botany. I mean, listen, there's a line here, okay? I'm gonna do Freaky Feature first, I think. I mean, it's a good line. It's a good line. It was made for me. And we do have ways that we can go here. Hate both of these things. I hate them both. We can only get rid of one. Which one am I gonna get rid of? Honestly? I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of Survivor's Guilt. I hate it. I do indeed hate Survivor's Guilt. But here we go. Gonna get cursed again. Stalker's completely fine. Plenty of curses to go around. Don't worry about it. One of the reasons why I like medical history. I almost bought a can of acid. I legitimately, like, the only thing that stopped me was I noticed the price. And then I was like, hey, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, we're gonna have to get +1 fund some way. I probably should have just gone for the fuel, but I'm a big believer in take whatever appears first, so this is gonna be a little bit weird. It's gonna be a little bit weird of a way to go about it, but it's probably fine. Just trust me on this. Your safety's not guaranteed, but when is it ever in this game? But, like, I mean, we've got a light source, so that's nice enough. Good thing the mansion's low threat level. But, like, I mean, I think the thing that really exemplifies it for me is that, like, and obviously this isn't fair to VatiVidya because, you know, he has a career doing this and he's obviously gotta, you know, keep doing it for a living, presumably. But, like, I watch VatiVidya videos after I've beaten the game and I want to know what the hell actually happened, right? To have somebody assist you in piecing the story together. First enemy, by the way. Oh, yeah, okay. Should have gone to brick? The answer is always a brick, incidentally. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. But, ooh, cut artery? What the heck? How dare you? We don't even have any funds, so we can't do anything fancy. It's just the pain train, unfortunately. I mean, I can't really take stamina here, so we're gonna have to... Who likes curses? Ayaka likes curses. You're god darn right she does. Just so that we can get rid of this. Could we steal another bottle? That'd be really helpful, thank you. We're gonna rest here as well. Again, not ideal, but it is what it is. And, yeah, currently pretty bad. But, like, you know, I like watching VatiVidya stuff. Oof. I like watching VatiVidya stuff when, you know, I've beaten the game and I want to know what the hell actually happened, to help, like, to have somebody piece the story together for you. So you knew bits and pieces here and there, but you didn't really know what was going on or happening. And so now that you've got that greater context, that's pretty cool. But, like, VatiVidya's been making lore videos about Elden Ring. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, Elden Ring's not even out yet, and VatiVidya's already explaining the entire plot, storyline, and what's gonna happen to you. And I haven't watched the videos, so I don't know if that's an accurate statement. So take what I'm saying here with a pinch, a grain, a granule of salt, if you will. Leech Girl, happy to have you as the second enemy. Now what we'll do is we'll just... Do I want to make this easy? Yeah, we're kind of low, so just kind of do it like this. It's a little bit weird, but we'll do it like this. Don't mind if I do, thank you very much. Now, we are level 1, going into probably one of the hardest mysteries in the game. That's kind of terrifying, but we should be fine. We should be fine. What does Book of Gore do again? That's a free, Oh! Don't mind if I do. That's actually really nice. I'll take EXP, thank you very much, good sir. And we'll go into painting, because we would like to... Oh, dear God, that's a lot of holes. We're gonna get rid of Panic. There's no downside or anything like that to getting rid of any of the curses yet, because we haven't leveled up and we haven't gone to the History Club. Because I think that, honestly, if we could get Blood Mania within a reroll, Blood Mania or Eldritch Possession with a single reroll, I like that better than spending 10% Doom, honestly. I think that's fair. What if we could just get a Katana for fun? Glad that's not even on the freaking menu, dude. Gonna go ahead and take it like that. I'm pretty sure the Boiling Blood kind of helps us out a little bit, but we are expecting to lose a bit of reason, but losing stamina immediately is quite nice. Now, unfortunately, since I don't want to fight the boss, because the boss is scary, we're gonna have to stay with Emmy a lot, but we can go ahead and do this. It's time for groovy percentage, and any percent groovy, because we need to leave her alone with the boy, with the lad. Touch the stone, or, I mean, I was expecting to take stamina damage here, but that's fine. Yeah, so I think if we just get, like, within a reroll, that's completely acceptable. That's basically what I was hoping for. Honestly, with Book of Gore, I really want to be a believer in Book of Gore, okay? I really do. And so we're gonna actually get a chance to use it here, potentially. I've just never been able to make it work, right? Like, it's just never... There's never been a purpose where it's like, Book of Gore has actually saved us, which is really weird, now that I think about it, because it seems like it would be really helpful, but I think we've only casted it once or twice. And the one time we did cast it, it gave us, what is it, Broken Jaw, which is, haha, very funny, very good meme, sir. Probably throw the brick here? Yeah. And then we can do this. I forgot we have Blood Mania. It's kind of cracked, isn't it? Okay, goodbye. You should stick together. Oh, we'll be together soon. Wait, this isn't the right mystery for that. Biggest fan, by the way. My week has been made. Got to meet Ishiro-san. And he gave me a freaking painting for free! I, as his biggest fan, got to have his masterwork, his masterpiece. Isn't that amazing? Anyways, botany. Honestly, Survivor's Guilt be gone. I don't want any extra Doom, thank you very much. But yeah, no, like, I really don't like, sort of like, oh, well, you know, a new game's coming out, and I get it, like, games are expensive. And incidentally, the last time I spent $60 on buying a new game was Elden Ring. And so, like, yeah, no, I totally get it. It's like, yeah, games are expensive. You want to make sure that what you're getting into, you're gonna enjoy. But I also just think there's this really weird sort of, like, because, I mean, you don't need to see, like, if there's enough information out there that you've got, like, a VatiVidya video about it, maybe even multiples, I've got no idea. But, like, if you've got a VatiVidya video, try saying that 10 times fast. If you've got a video like that around the place, right? And honestly, like, no fetid fumes, right? Yeah, no fetid fumes. That's totally cool. If you've got that, then there's probably enough information in the game. Like, there's more than enough information in the game for you to know if you want to buy it or not, I would assume. And there's also, like, the closed network test, and then, like, streamers are already playing it. Like, I got a video on my subscription feed, like, Asmongold plays, like, 2 hours of Elden Ring or whatever. And he's already fighting bosses, he's already getting the meta, and I feel a little, like, disappointed. Like, not necessarily because I watched the video, which I didn't, but I was watching sort of, like, the clips, highlights or whatever, and he talks about, like, something that's very interesting, where he's basically talking about how, you know, you can either play the game like a sweat lord and it's boring, which is something that I completely agree with. Like, people who are playing super sweaty are not very fun to watch unless you're trying to learn from them. And even then, like, you're trying to learn and not necessarily get entertainment out of it. Although there might be, you know, coincidental funny moments. Final Fantasy XIV funny moments. Hippo, P2S gone wrong. What if we kissed under the hippocampus? Oh god. What was I saying? But, like, one of the things that he brings up is that he'll just use, like, if people want him to play like a Sweat Lord, he'll just use horse meta. And, like, I've already been corrupted. Right? Like, I already know that horse meta is OP. Because people who have played the game already and found out what the meta is are saying that your horse is OP. I mean, I knew that there was a horse in the game because I saw the screenshot, but I didn't know that horses were overpowered. But now I kind of do. Now I've got that bias in the back of my head where it's like, oh, if I want to have an easy time with the game, just use the horse, whatever that means. But, and again, like, I didn't skip that part of the video, even though I probably should. But it really just is that, how do I put it? I don't like the fact that that's sort of what gaming has become. It's like, oh, you know, the popular big streamers who you're gonna watch because they're just so cool, they're already playing the game. They've already found out everything about it, or at least they've played enough of it to where they're not really gonna be surprised. Because, I mean, I had another thing on Twitter where people were talking about, it was Bricky. Bricky was talking about being hyped for Destiny 2's Witch Queen versus Elden Ring. And the thing is, there's already enough information out there in the ethos that Elden Ring is just Dark Souls, but, like, open world, I guess. And so, he's not excited for Elden Ring, because it's just gonna be very good Dark Souls, when Witch Queen is gonna be, like, this crazy new thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, inherently. I just think the culture around it's a little bit borked. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, sure. But, I don't know, like, I just wish it was more, like, how do I put it? Like, it really doesn't make any sense when you say it out loud, right? But, are you ready for the Galaxy Brain play? I am genuinely considering using Remove Curse for this, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove Curse branded. We're gonna discard this, and then we're gonna Book of Gore, and then get Broken Jaw. Swollen Joint's completely fine. It's not like we, although I think we got Coughing Blood there. What if we just went here to the school nurse, got 4 dexterity back as a treat? But, like, I don't know, I think that the fact that there's enough information in the sphere of, like, Dark Souls, Soulsborne knowledge to completely know what to expect going into Elden Ring, I don't really like that. And I feel like, obviously, the solution is just not to participate, right? Like, the solution, and it worked for me for the most part, is just don't look at the marketing material, skip the ads on YouTube, don't watch the trailers. Why not, as a treat? And that, like, you know, that works for the most part, but then when you get close to launch, you start seeing these ads in your face, and it just keeps piling on and on and on, and then everybody that you watch, because, you know, it's a social sort of thing, and even me, I'm doing it right now, so congratulations, From Software, you got me. But, like, you get into these situations where it's just impossible to avoid, right? Like, if you're even vaguely in the sphere, it just becomes literally impossible to avoid. And you'll be sort of in it. And it's not really something that you can avoid. It's not, you can't avoid it. It's true. Like, that's just the real and true thing. And yeah, we'll just go, I think. Yeah, we'll just go. I don't think we're gonna try to kill the guy, are we? Like, I guess we could brace for impact if we really wanted to. Give me fondest memories, that's fine. Book of Gore, clutch. Book of Gore, clutch. Maybe. Oh my god. So obviously we're gonna brace for impact if we do this. And so just have fun, Lamau. Oh, that didn't even kill him. We hit every single one and it did not kill him. Well, what did we get? Broken nose? That's completely fine. But we did yeet him, though. That's pretty cool. We're gonna deal with Akamanto? Like, are you for real right now? We're gonna deal with the Akamanto man? I kind of wish we could skip this, but we can't. Panic needs to go. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Panic needs to go, like, immediately. And now we'll just hope that... I mean, I guess we'll just hope that Book of Gore can clutch. Like, I wanted a Book of Gore run, and I got it. You can't double-click Book of Gore to instantly cast it. What did we get? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know what we got. There's just too much stuff here to, like, parse. Like, I don't know. Oh, we got Mangled Hand. That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's kind of bad. We'll do this. Eldritch Possession. You love to see that as a treat. +2 stamina, of course. We need to get 1 point in Charisma. You piece. Okay, so... we need to get Mangled Hand cured. That's a major injury, by the way, so we need to go to the pharmacy. Okay, we need to go to this place. And then we're gonna go here. And we're gonna get surgery. And good as new, good as new. Don't look at the badly bruised or anything like that. That just put our strength down. We'll take Fondest Memory. And, yeah, it's not looking too fantastic, admittedly. But it shouldn't be that bad. Sewing Kit's great. But, well, it's not really great, because then we take -3 reason guaranteed, but, I mean, you know, it's a little bit better than nothing here. But, yeah, like, I mean, it's just a weird thing, right? Like, I prefer to go into a game, like, I understand why it's important for some people, because, again, games are expensive. Like, $60 is a lot to drop on something, especially if you have no idea if it's gonna be good. So actually, like, watching it and seeing that it's good and being like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. But I just think it dilutes the experience a lot. Like, if you... at least for me, right? Like, I know that it's a From Software game. The chances that it's Dark Souls 2 are very low. So there's a very high chance that I'm going to enjoy the game. But if I watch, like, a million things about it before the game comes out, why the heck would I want to play it? Right? Like, what kind of, like, if I've already seen everything that the game has to offer before it even comes out, why would I even... And that's an exaggeration, for sure. There's gonna be twists, there's gonna be turns. But just trying to, like... I mean, a trailer's good. I think a trailer is sort of like my... threshold, right? Like, I want to watch the trailer and then nothing else, right? Like, that is, for me, sort of the peak of getting ready for something to come out. And maybe that's, like, useful idiot consumer stuff, but I don't know, man. I just, like, when you see it everywhere, and they did this with Endwalker, too, and I didn't like it, and I avoided it at all costs, because I care more about the story in Final Fantasy than I do in Elden Ring. But it just, like, it is, like, you do just kind of hate to see it, right? Like, I don't like seeing, like, all the media tours and people getting to play the game before you because they're special, and all that stuff. It just, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it at all. And I think it devalues the, like, I think, at least for me, as an individual person, seeing, like, hours and hours and hours of the game before it comes out, and like, oh, every YouTuber's got their own partnership with, like, From Software, and they're getting, like, certain parts of the game that only they can see or whatever, or only they can show, or they're all getting, like, the demo or whatever, right? Like, you know, because they have, like, embargoes where it's like, you can show this part of the game for your review, you know, something like that. I just, like, I'm not a big fan. Like, like, one of the best gaming moments I've ever had in my life was it was me and the boys going to GameStop at midnight to pick up Halo Reach. And then we drive back to my place, we hook up 2 Xboxes, and then we play through Halo Reach the whole damn night. We do the entire campaign, and well, we do most of the campaign. And whenever we get bored, we would just switch to multiplayer and do 4-player co-op and multiplayer. Right? We'd have 2 people on each Xbox. And we'd be, like, quad co-oping the campaign. And then whenever we want to take a break from the campaign, we go on multiplayer. The 4 of us would absolutely slaughter everybody, because we were god gamers back then. You know, we were in our prime, we were in our peak. And it's like, just playing Halo Reach with the boys at, like, 4 in the morning, watching the sun rise as we're finishing the, like, we're finishing, like, a mission where one of the members of Noble 6 just died. Spoiler alert. The prequel game where everybody canonically dies. People die in that one. Crazy. But, like, you know, it's just, like, it was so good. And you don't get that anymore, right? Like, well, at least for me. Like, when's the last time I've gotten the boys together at midnight to play a game when it first came out? Like, the last time I had an experience like that was with a friend. She and I stayed up till, like, what was it, like 4 in the morning to play Endwalker Early Access when it came out. Right? Like, that was literally the last time I had an experience like that. And, you know, like, I mean, they're 2 completely different things. Like, I'm conflating nostalgia in a time where multiplayer games had split screen with the overhyping and, like, media-ification of pre-releases, where it's like, oh, everything has to be, like, everything has to be for a trailer or a promo or anything like that. Like, watch a movie trailer, man. Like, watch a movie trailer, and it just tells you the whole damn movie, right? Like, if there's ever a movie... Like, the last movie that I saw was Promo Rare, right? Like, the last new movie that I saw was Promo Rare. And before that, like, God, who knows? It was, like, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 1, perhaps? Like, I'm trying to think, like, movies that I've seen in theaters. Promo Rare, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Incredibles. I honestly can't remember anything like that. Like, I honestly cannot remember any... those are basically the 3 movies that I remember seeing in theaters. And, like, before that, you know, I would watch, like... You know, I would watch sometimes, like, the new movies that released, but... Like, if there's ever a movie that comes out nowadays, you just watch the trailer and you see the whole damn thing. It's very often. Anyways, what are we doing here? You know, we're just vibing, we're just chilling. So we're gonna use the Book of Gore as a treat. What did we get here? I have no idea. Coughing Blood? It's Coughing Blood, it's true. We got Coughing Blood. We're gonna cast it again. Broken Jaw, there it is, boys, there it is. School Nurse is gonna patch up both of those things. She doesn't patch up Broken Jaw, fair enough. We won't need it. We'll be fine, thank you. But we did get Coughing Blood patched up, which is nice enough. We do have the sewing kit in case of stamina emergencies, but unfortunately, or fortunately for us, didn't have to worry about that. We're 1 off of being able to Desperation here. Now this is mildly concerning, I'll be honest with you. We'll just Tomahawk throw an axe, because, you know, it is what it is. And, yeah, this should do it, right? Yeah, that should do the trick. That should do the trick, right? Yeah. We're not doing a gross amount of overkill damage as Ayaka. What? Never. Anyways, we're 1 charisma off of a perfect lighthouse. You absolutely hate to see it. But it's completely fine. And actually, we're hunger off of a perfect lighthouse. Is that right? Get out of here, you... Oh, no. The lighthouse doesn't count as a mystery, you piece. Okay, it's fine. Anyways, what's happening? I don't know. We can't Book of Gore if something goes wrong, but that's fine. We don't need to. We're gonna take, like, -3 reason damage at, like, 1 point. It was Leech Girl, by the way. And even then, it doesn't matter. We could just Crestfallen Mask if we forgore. But yeah, no, I think that, it was a reminiscing episode. And, yeah, I like to avoid pretty much all media things about every video game that exists. Because, why not? Yeah, I know, we just, talked to the delinquent girl. Oh. How interesting. I wonder what the mystery was. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all having a good one. I am recording in a higher bitrate and in 4K. I highly doubt that literally anyone has noticed. I do hope that it makes some of the art pieces look a little less blurry, because I was watching some of the episodes back, and there were some certain times in, like, a 1080p screen where there would be some blur, there would be some, like, artifacting, bitrate would be kind of bad, and so hopefully upping the bitrate by, like, 3,000, because it was 6,500 before, it's now 9,500 now, hopefully that helped. This is also in 4K. This is also, like, the recommended bitrate for 4K on YouTube. I mean, it's a little bit misleading because YouTube doesn't really do, like, true 4K, I don't think, because this is, like, you know, heavily compressed or whatever. I just hope that it looks fine. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Webweaver. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.